This is TCT's Daily Major. I am Brian Dabreo, and these are your headlines. A sitting of the Senate was held this Thursday, August 18, 2016. Cube, a state-of-the-art human resource development and payroll management software solution, was launched here this Thursday. A comprehensive rehabilitation plan to address the infrastructural needs of schools and the performance in the 2016 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination remained consistent. TCT's Daily Major is brought to you by Dubilee's Bottling Company, Farron's Food Products, Ramco Charming, and One Caribbean Newspaper.
So nothing will keep us together. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
More than a third of our children are now overweight or obese, and some reports indicate this will be the first generation where the children might not outlive their parents. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, and the leading cause of death for African Americans, Hispanics, and whites. 25 million North Americans are diabetic, and roughly 2 million people are diagnosed with diabetes every year. BioSlife, the clinically proven natural fat loss.
For more information or to purchase this product, contact Ramji at telephone 716-1400 or 450-0495 or email ramj35@hotmail.com.
One Caribbean newspaper is dedicated to the unity of our people in one Caribbean nation. We invite you to write us and tell us what's bothering you. No matter what it is, as long as it's within the law and it doesn't offend public conscience, we will publish it. Send us your pictures. Tell us of your weddings. Tell us when, unfortunately, you have deaths, and we will publish the death announcements. One Caribbean is a newspaper dedicated to the unity of the Caribbean. Write to us at onecaribbeanltd@gmail.com or dennisdabero@gmail.com, and we will publish what you write as long as it is within the law and it doesn't offend public decency.
Welcome. A sitting of the Senate was held this Thursday, August 18, 2016, with papers laid and bills presented by the Honorable Minister in the Ministry of Finance and the Leader of Government Business and the Honorable Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Physical Planning, Natural Resources and Cooperatives. The motions down for consideration were: be it resolved that Parliament authorizes the Minister for Finance to borrow by means of advances sums not exceeding $55 million from commercial banks for a period of 6 months from the date hereof, which shall be charged upon and paid out of the consolidated fund. Be it resolved that Parliament authorizes the Minister for Finance to raise a sum of EC $80 million for refinancing the existing debt, b. a sum of US $13 million for refinancing the existing debts. Be it resolved that Parliament authorizes the Minister for Finance to reissue the sum of US $29 million through ECFH Global Investment Solutions Limited. The Intergovernmental Agreement St. Lucia and the United States of America bill was also down for consideration. Senator the Honorable Dr. Eubolus Raymond is the Minister in the Ministry of Finance.
Mr. President, I beg to move the following motion standing in my name. Whereas it is provided by Section 38(1) of the Finance Administration Act, capped 1501, that the Minister of Finance may, by resolution of Parliament, borrow money from a bank or other financial institution by means of advances to an amount not exceeding in the aggregate the sum specified in the resolution to meet current requirements, and such resolution shall not have effect for any period exceeding 6 months. And whereas it is further provided by Section 38(2) of the Finance Administration Act, capped 1501, that the power conferred on the Minister for Finance to borrow money by means of advances from a bank may be exercised by means of a fluctuating overdraft. And whereas it is further provided by Section 24(1) of the Finance Administration Act, capped 1501, that all debt charges for which the government is liable shall be charged upon and paid out of the consolidated fund. And whereas the Minister for Finance deems it necessary to borrow by means of advances from commercial banks sums not exceeding $55 million as follows: Royal Bank of Trinidad and Tobago, $2.2 million. Royal Bank of Canada, $2.8 million. And I'm quoting in EC dollars here. First Caribbean International Bank, 4.0 or 4 million EC dollars. Bank of Nova Scotia, EC 6.0. First National Bank of St. Lucia, EC 2.5 million. And Bank of St. Lucia, 37.5 million. And be it resolved that the Parliament authorizes the Minister for Finance to borrow by means of advances sums not exceeding $55 million from commercial banks for a period of 6 months from the date hereof, which sums shall be charged upon and paid out of the consolidated fund.
The Department of Commerce, International Trade, Investment, Enterprise Development and Consumer Affairs, in collaboration with HRM Solutions Inc., hosted the official launch of Cube HRMS, a state-of-the-art human resource development and payroll management software solution. Cube HRMS is the brainchild of HRM Solutions Inc., led by a team of innovative human resource and information technology St. Lucian professionals. The software is designed to reduce the burden of high administrative costs and the human error through the automation of many human resource and payroll functions. The Department of Commerce support of this event is in fulfillment of its mandate to foster enterprise development as part of the growth strategy for the country. The launching ceremony was held this Thursday, August 18, 2016, at the conference room of the Department of Commerce. The Honorable Bradley Felix is the Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for commerce, industry, investment, enterprise development, and consumer affairs.
It gives me great pleasure today to be launching Cube HRMS by HRM Solutions Inc. Today is testament that innovation and creativity are alive and well in our small island St. Lucia. Technology has truly leveled the playing field where entrepreneurs anywhere in the world have the ability to create products that solve everyday problems and push the boundaries on what was once impossible. Today I would like to congratulate Mr. Perry Longville and Mr. Kern Laventine on the launch of Cube HRMS by HRM Solutions Incorporated. This is a noteworthy achievement. HRMS Solution is a company that specializes in human resource development and payroll management. Mr. Longville is an expert in the field of HR management and have worked in HR companies such as Lucilec, Bank of St. Lucia, and I think most recently Unique Vacations as we go Sandals. Mr. Lamontagne is an IT specialist. He's an expert in the field of software development, and he has been doing that for a number of years. It's always nice to see when two entrepreneurs come together, and they have come and they have developed a state-of-the-art software, which is called Cube HRMS. Cube HRMS is an all-in-one software solution which reduces the burden of high administrative costs and human error for SMEs by automating many of the HR and payroll functions. Cube HRMS is designed to help your business to be more competitive, reduce operating costs, and improve employee productivity. Cube HRMS is a software package that can also be used for timekeeping, to keep track of employee attendance and punctuality, very much needed aspect. Personal management, to access employee information instantly. Payroll, for quick, easy, and accurate payroll processing. And leave tracking, to maintain a detailed record of all employee vacation and sick leave benefits.
Successful corporations recognize that happy employees are productive employees. Flow embraces this philosophy and extends it to their employees' families as well. This fact was evident as Flow awarded annual scholarship assistance to 21 of their employees' children. This year's scholarship awardees were announced in a brief ceremony at the Bay Gardens Inn. More in this report.
The corporate culture at Flow embraces the concept of being a good corporate citizen while recognizing that their most valuable resource is their employees. This corporate philosophy extends to the team members' families as well. This fact was highlighted in a recent ceremony where Flow awarded 19 scholarships to the children of Flow team members. The scholarship program is a 7-year commitment to the students. The initiative began in 1995 and has provided hundreds of thousands of dollars in assistance to children of Flow employees and continues even if they leave the company during the scholarship period.
As a company, we value our employees, and it's important to give back in various ways. Education is one of the core pillars of Flow as it pertains to corporate social responsibility. So why not begin with rewarding the children of our most valuable resource, our team members?
The ceremony focused on the importance of education under the theme Never Give Up. The keynote speaker was Dr. Anthony George, Acting Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth Development and Sports. Dr. George provided words of wisdom, inspiration, and encouragement to the young students while vigorously reinforcing the theme of the day.
Congratulations. You have accomplished much. You are at the stage where you move into perhaps another level. Remain focused on the goal of pursuing excellence, and I add one word, vigorously. Remain focused. Don't give in. Don't give up. Don't quit. We do not quit.
A previous Flow Scholarship recipient, Miss Victoria Lionel, addressed the students at the ceremony. Miss Lionel encourages students to embrace the scholarship gift and to make sure that they worked hard to show their appreciation and use the opportunity to pursue their dreams.
As an aspiring forensic toxicologist, it is my dream that one day I will serve my country and help fight crime. As the proud recipients today, I would like to encourage you to make the most of this opportunity and to strive for excellence.
Flow's finance manager, Mr. Hayden Patrick, also shared words of wisdom and encouragement with the students. He reminded the students that they were fortunate to receive this scholarship assistance, and as a result, they had the responsibility to strive for excellence and share their knowledge.
And as you go through your schooling lives, you will understand that the things that you've been blessed with, you need to pass it on. You have an obligation to share your knowledge.
The scholarship recipients and their families were excited and proud to have been selected and are looking forward to the coming school year.
A program of preventative maintenance will be considered in order to deal with the extremely high cost of annual repairs needed at schools. The view was expressed by Minister for Education, the Honorable Dr. Gail Rigobert, at the start of an island-wide tour of schools. Dr. Rigobert said the ministry is in the process of putting together a comprehensive rehabilitation plan. She added that it will be no cheap undertaking because of the gap between what is required and what the government is able to accomplish. I understand that at the last fiscal cycle, When the audit of schools' infrastructure was done, the total estimated cost of rehabilitation hovered around $13 million, while the amount allocated in the 2016-2017 budget was $1 million, the Education Minister said. Dr. Rigobert said she has received a detailed report on the state of schools infrastructure and is particularly concerned about health and safety issues and the detection of mold and termites. It is important that we have a longer-term plan and not just the few weeks preceding the reopening of school when you rush to nail a few boards and paint a few blackboards. The Minister for Education has, in the meantime, thanked principals and teachers as well as parents and students for their patience and requested their continued support in addressing the infrastructural needs of schools on the island. You are watching TCT's Daily Major. Still to come, the UK Chevening Scholarship Scheme is now open for students wishing to study in the UK.
Crystal clear, yeah, that's what we drink. When I want to quench my thirst, bring a bottle of crystal clear, yeah, it's so refreshing. I don't want no other water. The choice is crystal clear. Cool the temperature, revitalize me with. Give me a bottle of water. All on the road is inside the bottle. Everybody's drinking water. Crystal clear, yeah, it's so refreshing. When I want to quench my thirst, bring a bottle of crystal clear.
The choice is clear. Crystal clear. Premium, purified drinking water from Duboulet's Bottling Company Limited.
The way you smile at me is everything I dream.
Your Lucelec bill has been redesigned to give you more information. The top portion of your bill contains an invoice number, Lucelec's VAT identification number, and customer address. A past due stamp is displayed if your payment is overdue at the time of billing. Ignore it if you've already made your payment. To the right is a barcode for easy processing of your payments at Lucelec's customer service offices only. The billing summary highlights any amounts due from the prior billing, total of all payments made between your last bill and your last payment date, any other charges or credits to your account, any fees for returned checks or reconnection, VAT charges on these fees, the balance brought forward, your current charges for the billing period, the total amount outstanding on your account, and the date by which it should be paid.
Experience the flavor of icy. Icy, yeah. Icy. Pop it up. Let's start the party. Ooh, yeah. I like the flavor. Ooh, yeah. I love the taste. The orange and the pear, the cherry and banana, the apple, ginger beer, or strawberry for your mama. Grapefruit, cola, champagne, sorrel if you wanna. Quench your thirst first, have an icy soda water. Icy, yeah. Icy. Pop it up. Let's start the party. Ooh, yeah. I like the flavor. Ooh, yeah. I love the taste. Icy. Experience the flavor of icy. Bottled by Duboulet's Bottling Company Limited.
Ramco pasta is a master. Your staple of choice because the quality is superior. No gluten, no white flour, 100% semolina. Ramco pasta tastes better, I swear. Ramco pasta forever. When I using mac and cheese, bon. Give me some more, please. Ramco have variety, go Betty to Betty and Fusilini.
Ramco, the taste we know, met you. Now available at all leading outlets. Distributed by Ramco. For more information, call 450-0495.
Thanks for staying with us. The British High Commission announces that the UK Chevening Scholarship Scheme is open for students wishing to study in the UK in the academic year 2017-2018. Applications will be accepted online from nationals of Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean who wish to pursue fully funded postgraduate studies at any academic institution in the UK. The Chevening Scholarship Scheme is the global scholarship program of the British government. These scholarships are awarded to exceptional individuals with leadership potential, and they enable recipients to study one-year master courses in a range of subjects at UK universities. These scholarships are funded by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office and aim to support UK foreign policy priorities by creating lasting positive relationships with future leaders, influencers, and decision makers. The Chevening program has for more than 30 years provided more than 4,500 scholarships at higher education institutions in the UK for postgraduate students or researchers from countries across the world. Nationals of Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean should go to chevening.org to register interest or apply. The opening date is the 8th of August and closing date is November 8th, after which no further applications will be accepted. The government of St. Lucia has paid glowing tribute to one local family for its long and illustrious contribution to the development of St. Lucia's tourism industry. On Tuesday, August 16, 2016, government officials led by Prime Minister the Honorable Alan Chasney, the Minister for Tourism the Honorable Dominic Fede, along with other senior officials representing key institutions in the tourism industry, notably the St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association and the St. Lucia Tourist Board, got together at the official residence of the Prime Minister to pay homage to and recognize the contribution of the Barnard family to the growth of the hospitality sector over the last 50 years. Describing it as nothing short of visionary and pioneering, Tourism Minister the Honorable Dominic Fede heaped praise on the Barnard family for the strides made over the past 5 decades.
I was invited about a month ago to a special celebration which the family had at the property to commemorate the 50th anniversary. And I felt that the government had not done its part to pay homage to such a significant milestone and to the tremendous contribution that Rendezvous has made towards the development of our industry. As I spent about 16 years of my former life working in different hotels, albeit in one chain, I've had the pleasure of meeting many employees that are former Rendezvous employees. And then I realized that in many ways, Rendezvous Hotel had been a training ground and a university for hotel talent in St. Lucia. And that contribution that they have made is very potent and very significant towards our own development.
In presenting a commemorative plaque to the hotelier and business head, Andrew Bernard, Prime Minister Alan Chasney expressed his government's and the people of St. Lucia's appreciation and gratitude for the Bernard's family contribution to the tourism sector, highlighting the hundreds who had gained employment over the years and the hotel's direct economic injection into the local economy over the past 5 decades.
I've personally had a tremendous admiration for the Barnard family for many, many, many years. And that admiration has come from the fact that every business that they have been involved in has been with regards to export, earning foreign exchange, and in the employment of St. Lucians. From the time that they started sugar, a lot of people would not know of Dennis Barnard's involvement in the development of the banana industry. In fact, it was he who went and did the research and developed the prototype St. Lucia banana that we all have enjoyed the fruits of for so many years. And then being involved in tourism, Laurie's endeavors and the family endeavors into going into the rum industry. But everything has been to a level of incredible excellence and has always been to the benefit of the people and the country of St. Lucia. And for this, we will always be internally indebted to you and to your family for what you have done. And I look forward to many, many, many more years of success, and let 50 only be the beginning. And I thank you again on behalf of the people of this country, and to your family, and my regards to your dad. And I know that Rain is here. I want to say hello, Rain, and remaining members of the Barnard family who couldn't make it to this evening, but to please express our deepest gratitude for what you've done for this country.
In an item of sport, Elaine Thompson blasted her way to the 200-meter Olympic title on Wednesday night, earning Jamaica another sprint double at the Rio 2016 Games and giving her the title of the first woman to win both sprints in the same Olympics since Florence Flojo joined her in 1988. The 24-year-old left her main rival Daphne Schiffers stumbling in her wake as she crossed the line a season's best 21.78 seconds. The Dutch woman finished in 21.88 and the USA's Tori Bowie took bronze in 22.15.
At the final of the women's 200 metres at the Olympic Stadium, and it was a thriller. Let me remind you of the setup. Alison Felix, the defending Olympic champion, didn't even qualify in her national trials. That left the field open. Could Daphne Schippers, the world champion, beat Elaine Thompson, who had already won gold here in the 100 metres for Jamaica? Well, yes, she could. The Jamaican has added the 200 metres title to the 100 metres title she won earlier this week. Thompson holding off the challenge of the defending champion, Daphne Schippers of the Netherlands. In fact, she ran the bend so well, Schippers never looked like she would get near her. So Elaine Thompson is a double Olympic champion, a double Olympic sprint champion for Jamaica, just like Usain Bolt.
Staying on the regional scene, the performance in the 2016 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination remained consistent with that of the past 5 years. Approximately 90% of the entries achieved grades 1 to 5, which are the acceptable grades at Cape. 13% of the entries achieved the grade 1, just under 20% achieved the grade 2, 23% achieved the grade 3, 20% grade 4, and 14% achieved the grade 5. Performance improved in 19 of the units offered this year. There was also a 10% improvement in performance in Management of Business Unit 1, with 96% of entries achieving grades 1 to 5 compared with 86% in 2015. Environmental Science Unit 1 saw an 8% improvement, with 97% achieving acceptable grades this year compared with 89% last year. For Computer Science Unit 2, there was a 4% improvement in performance. 96% of entries achieved grades 1 to 5 this year compared with 92% in 2015. Similarly, 90% of entries for applied mathematics achieved acceptable grades compared with 86% in 2015, a 4% improvement. In 5 units, entries achieved 100% of acceptable grades. These include Art and Design Unit 1, Performing Arts Unit 2, Cinematic Arts, Performing Arts Unit 2, Drama, Performing Arts Unit 2, Music, and Digital Media Unit 2. 99% of entries for Management of Business Unit 2 and French Unit 2 also achieved acceptable grades. 2 more new generation subjects will be added to the CAPE offering in the May-June 2017 sitting. These are Green Engineering and Financial Services Studies. The 2 subjects will commence teaching in September 2016, and the first examinations will be offered in May-June 2017 sitting. Green Engineering was recently launched at a ceremony held in Guyana on the 20th of July, while Financial Services is slated to be launched in September in Antigua and Barbuda. Now for the weather report. Present weather at Huronora, fair at George Charles, partly cloudy. Total rainfall for the month thus far at Huronora, 135.4 millimeters. At George Charles, 122.9 millimeters. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:54 a.m. Forecast for St. Lucia Valley for the next 24 hours. Winds will be blowing from the east near 18 miles or 30 kilometers per hour. Weather generally fair at first, becoming partly cloudy to cloudy at times with some scattered showers. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet or 1.2 to 1.8 meters. Forecast for the Lesser Antilles. Fair to occasionally cloudy with a few showers. Tropical weather outlook. Patches of low-level clouds drifting along a moderate easterly wind flow will produce some scattered showers over the region during the forecast period. A tropical wave located over the central tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 23 miles or 37 kilometers per hour. Another tropical wave located over the eastern Atlantic is moving westward near 18 miles or 30 kilometers per hour. At 11 a.m. today, the center of Tropical Storm Fiona was located near latitude 16.4 north, longitude 40.5 west. Fiona is moving toward the west-northwest near 8 miles or 13 kilometers per hour. Maximum sustained winds are near 45 miles or 75 kilometers per hour with higher gusts. Some additional strengthening is possible over the next few days. Although this system is not expected to affect the Lesser Antilles, it will be closely monitored. Finally, unbelievable, but true. By special request, we invite you to once again have a look at this orangutan. It seems capable of slapping just about anybody, and you can't think about hitting it back because it might just knock you unconscious.
Maidan, on the other hand, right, she's much darker brown. What do you want, Maidan? Maidan? No, you work first, then you get up here. Now you start pulling around. I want to show everybody how clever you are. You give me a handshake. No. Right, well, she can be quite nice when you... Give me that. You ready? Right, she's ready. Now, if you're ready, everybody watch the orange. Here we go. 1, 2... And there goes the orange. Not a glove, not in my hands. In your hands, madame. Right, not in the hands. Now we're going to bring this orange back. This is going to be a little bit more tricky. You ready? You ready? Right, she's ready. Now if you're ready, here we go. 1, 2, and an orange once again. Back on her nose. Thank you. Now for those of you who didn't see that so clearly, we're going to do it one more time so you watch real carefully. Here we go. 1, 2, right, and there goes the... Right, but anyway, we get... Maidan. Right, but anyway, we're going to bring the orange back one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maidan, where's the orange? Let me see your hands. You open them up. Hey, money, you saw that orange?
The orangutan seemed to be enjoying dishing out a slap or two from time to time while Papi showing the keeper. What say you? Here is where we come to the end of this edition of TCT's Daily Major. But before we go, another look at the headlines. A sitting of the Senate was held this Thursday, August 18, 2016. Cube, a state-of-the-art human resource development and payroll management software solution, was launched here this Thursday. A comprehensive rehabilitation plan to address the infrastructural needs of schools and the performance in the 2016 Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination remained consistent. TCT's Daily Major was brought to you by Dubois Bottling Company, Farron's Food Products, Ramco Chowming, and the One Caribbean newspaper. As usual, on behalf of the entire news team, I am Brian Dabrio. Thanks for viewing.